everybody. Today I'd like to share with you a few ideas of ways that you can buy Bitcoin. Um, I've mentioned before about some of the advantages of having some of the digital currencies, particularly Bitcoin. And there's several different ways you can do it. I'll mention three in this video. And I'll start with I'll save the easiest one for last, just so that it builds your awareness. One of the ways in which to buy Bitcoin is through a site called Local Bitcoins. Now, the way that works, it's a site where you go to and you choose whether you want to buy or sell, and then it has other people listed there who also want to buy or sell, and you choose someone locally. And essentially the way that it works is that you would actually wind up meeting them in person and handing them cash, in which case they would then, transfer the Bitcoin from their wallet to your wallet. So, you would, I don't really like using that process because it feels too much like a nefarious drug deal. I mean, it's just not the kind of thing that I feel comfortable using. But that's one way. Another way to buy is through a site called BitQuick. And BitQuick is a site where you essentially choose a bank. They will have different logos there, and you choose, one of the logos of a bank that's nearest you, and then it will show you various people that have enlisted on the BitQuick site that would have Bitcoin available to sell. And essentially what you do is you download a deposit slip through this site at BitQuick, and then you would go to that branch, that bank that you had clicked on the logo. You would go to that bank and you would make your deposit there into the account that you would have been given from the site, and then you come back to BitQuick and show proof of that deposit, and then BitQuick facilitates the trade by being in touch with the seller and alerting the seller that the deposit has been made, and to transfer the Bitcoins into your wallet, digital wallet. That's you have another entity there that acts as another layer there, BitQuick. So that's one means in which to do it. But aside from those, the way that I like to buy it, and I think is the easiest, is to if you're in the United States, to get an account at Coinbase, Coinbase.com. And I mean, it's a lot like creating an account on PayPal. You go there, you fill out their paperwork, and you get an account created. I mean, they'll walk you right through the steps where you provide to them the you put in your bank account information, and then you're going to wait a couple days for them to deposit a few pennies into your account, and you have to verify how much they've actually deposited in your account. And then you put in a credit card, and they'll ask you for an ID, and they make it pretty simple where you want to just take a picture of your ID from your cell phone, and yes, okay, and click a button, you take a picture, and it'll automatically send it over to Coinbase and all that. But essentially, when you create an account there, I would advise you to hook up a checking account, bank account, as well as a credit card. And then when you have both of those hooked up and then verified as far as like the amount of the deposit that they make, Coinbase will generally approve you to be able to buy more Bitcoin than, some people don't like Coinbase because they get started in Coinbase and find out that, well, they can only buy, $400 worth or something. So it's not, it's not feasible to be able to get any kind of quantity through Coinbase in that way. But when you hook up a bank account and the credit card, I mean, they generally, give you a chance to get a decent amount. And then, every week you can buy some if you want to do it that way. And you'll just be able to just buy it straight into your Coinbase account. And they have wallets there on Coinbase, but since Coinbase is an exchange, it would be wise to not leave your Bitcoins that you get. And by the way, I've noticed that they will, transfer the funds, and then you'll get your Bitcoin about 5 business days later. So be prepared to have to wait a little bit, but they've been pretty good about that. So what you do is, once you do have your Bitcoin after those few days transpire, then you might want to move that Bitcoin out of that Coinbase exchange, that wallet that's on Coinbase, and move it to another wallet. Only because, exchanges can be pretty visible, and, Coinbase is highly regulated, and it's just better to kind of, move your Bitcoins off of there and somewhere else, and maybe even take them offline to an offline wallet. And I'll discuss more about wallets in other videos. But I hope this video was helpful to at least let you know a couple of the decent options available to you to be able to buy Bitcoin here in the United States. There are some other choices as well, some other ways, but it gets a little trickier. Like there's a site called Kraken, Krakken, but if you're in the United States, you can't really buy, at least the last I checked, you weren't able to buy Bitcoin straight up through a U.S. bank account. One of the ways in which you could, use their platform is if you had another currency and you transferred it in there and then trade that for Bitcoin. But without complicating that, I would recommend Coinbase is the easiest one, unless of course you prefer the local Bitcoins or the Bitquick. All right. Thank you very much.